Imagine discovering a book that contains the cure for every disease, a book that explains the secrets of the universe, a book that answers humanity's oldest questions. Now imagine that book has existed for more than 600 years, and not a single person has been able to read it. Not historians, not linguists, not code breakers, not even modern artificial intelligence. It sounds impossible, yet this mystery is real, and it begins with one of the strangest books ever discovered, the Voynich Manuscript. In 1912, a Polish-American rare book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich was searching through a Jesuit college in Italy. Among stacks of forgotten manuscripts, he uncovered something extraordinary, an ancient handwritten book unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. Its pages were made of vellum, its illustrations were beautiful, its condition was remarkably preserved. But what truly shocked researchers was the writing. Every page was filled with strange symbols, symbols that looked like language, yet belonged to no known alphabet on Earth. No one could read it. No one could identify its language, and nobody knew who wrote it. As researchers turned the pages, the mystery deepened. The manuscript wasn't just filled with strange text. It contained hundreds of illustrations. Many pages showed plants. At first glance, they looked scientific, but there was a problem. Most of the plants didn't exist. Some resembled real species. Others looked like bizarre hybrids, as if multiple plants had been merged together into entirely new organisms. Then came the astronomical diagrams, circular charts, unknown constellations, and zodiac symbols. And perhaps the strangest images of all were small human figures, many appearing to be women, floating inside green liquids and connected through strange tubes and elaborate systems. Were they anatomical diagrams, spiritual visions, medical illustrations? Nobody knew, and nobody still knows today. For decades, researchers argued about who created it. One theory became especially popular. Many believe the manuscript had been written by Roger Bacon, a medieval scholar often described as centuries ahead of his time. He studied science, mathematics, optics, and experimental methods long before most of Europe embraced them. The theory seemed perfect, a brilliant genius, a mysterious book, and secret knowledge hidden from the world. But then science ruined the story. In 2009, researchers performed radiocarbon dating on the manuscript's vellum. The results were clear. The pages dated to the early 1400s, almost 200 years after Roger Bacon's death. One of the most famous theories collapsed overnight. With Roger Bacon eliminated, attention shifted elsewhere. Some researchers suggested an even more famous name, Leonardo da Vinci, the artist, the inventor, the engineer, the genius behind some of history's most remarkable notebooks. Researcher Edith Sherwood argued that certain illustrations resembled Leonardo's interests and observations. The idea gained attention quickly. After all, Leonardo frequently experimented with unusual writing styles, including mirror writing. But there was a major problem: evidence. There simply wasn't enough of it. Most historians remained unconvinced. Interesting? Absolutely. Proven? Not even close. As the mystery grew, experts from around the world joined the search. Historians, cryptographers, linguists, military codebreakers, even intelligence agencies. Many believed the manuscript was an encrypted document, a message hidden behind an elaborate cipher. And if humans created the code, humans should eventually be able to break it. Yet decade after decade passed. Nothing. No confirmed translation, no confirmed language, no confirmed meaning. The manuscript remained silent. Then came computers and eventually artificial intelligence. If human experts couldn't solve the manuscript, perhaps machines could. Modern AI can detect patterns invisible to humans. It can analyze enormous amounts of information in seconds, translate languages, predict protein structures, and uncover relationships hidden inside massive data sets. So researchers decided to let the machines try. In 2016, a team of Canadian researchers used artificial intelligence to analyze the text. Their findings made headlines worldwide. The system suggested the manuscript might be related to Hebrew, specifically a scrambled form of Hebrew text. The theory was fascinating. For a brief moment, many believed the mystery was finally ending. But it wasn't. AI could identify patterns, it could generate hypotheses, yet it still couldn't fully decode the manuscript. The deeper layers remained hidden. Even artificial intelligence had reached a wall. Then researchers noticed something unusual, something almost impossible. The manuscript contains very few mistakes. Think about that. Hundreds of pages, thousands of symbols, written entirely by hand, yet almost no corrections, almost no crossed out words, almost no visible editing. That's extraordinarily rare. Human beings make mistakes, especially when writing lengthy manuscripts. Even expert medieval scribes made errors. Yet the Voynich manuscript appears strangely consistent from beginning to end, as though the author already knew exactly what every symbol meant, or as though the text was being generated through some system nobody understands. When conventional explanations fail, extraordinary theories emerge. One of the most controversial came from Erich von Däniken. He suggested the manuscript's bizarre content might point toward something beyond ordinary human origins. Some interpreted this as possible extraterrestrial involvement. To be clear, there is absolutely no evidence supporting that claim, but it demonstrates how mysterious the manuscript has become. Others proposed a psychological explanation. Authors Jerry Kennedy and Rob Churchill suggested the manuscript could have been produced through automatic writing, a phenomenon in which a person writes while in a trance-like state, recording symbols without consciously planning them. Could the manuscript represent thoughts emerging directly from the subconscious mind? Nobody knows, but the theory remains intriguing. Then comes perhaps the simplest explanation. What if the manuscript never meant anything at all? What if it was created to deceive people? Some skeptics argue exactly that. According to the hoax theory, the manuscript was designed to fool wealthy collectors, an elaborate fake, a medieval scam. But this explanation creates its own problems. Creating hundreds of pages of statistically consistent writing would require an extraordinary amount of effort. And why invest so much time into a meaningless book? Even today, researchers struggle to recreate its complexity. If it is a hoax, it may be one of the most sophisticated hoaxes ever created. Today, the Voynich manuscript remains unsolved. No confirmed author, no confirmed language, no confirmed translation. Only theories, possibilities, and questions. Lots of questions. Is it an encrypted scientific text? A forgotten medical encyclopedia? A mystical vision? A brilliant cipher? Or a meaningless fabrication? No one knows. And that's exactly why it continues to fascinate us. We live in an age where artificial intelligence can generate art, decode genomes, predict protein structures, and answer questions in seconds. Yet one mysterious book continues to resist every attempt to unlock its secrets. For more than 6 centuries, the Voynich manuscript has remained silent, its symbols unread, its creator unknown, its message hidden. And somewhere inside those strange pages, a secret may still be waiting. Patiently, silently. For the first person who finally learns how to read it,